Fela Kuti, A Life of Music, Activism, and Revolution. Fela Anikulapo Kuti (1938–1997) was a Nigerian multi-instrumentalist, composer, bandleader, and political activist. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century, credited with pioneering Afrobeat, a unique blend of funk, jazz, and traditional West African music. Early life and musical influences. Born in Abeokuta, Nigeria, Fela was raised in a devout Christian family. His mother, Funmilayo Ransom Kuti, was a prominent feminist and political activist. He studied medicine in London but dropped out to pursue music, immersing himself in the vibrant jazz scene. He formed his first band, Kula Libidos, in the early 1960s, playing highlife and jazz. The birth of Afrobeat. In the late 1960s, Fela began experimenting with a new sound, fusing traditional Yoruba rhythms with funk, jazz, and psychedelic elements. He formed Africa 70, a large ensemble featuring multiple percussionists, horns, and vocalists. His music became a powerful voice for social and political change, criticizing corruption, poverty, and colonialism. Political activism and persecution. Fela's outspoken lyrics and performances made him a target of the Nigerian government. He established the Kalakuta Republic, a commune and recording studio, which was raided and destroyed by the military in 1977. Fela was imprisoned multiple times, facing torture and persecution for his activism. Musical legacy and international recognition. Despite the challenges, Fela continued to create music, releasing over 20 albums and touring extensively. His music gained international recognition, influencing artists like Brian Eno, Ginger Baker, and The Clash. He became a symbol of resistance and Pan-Africanism, inspiring generations of musicians and activists. Key highlights. Afrobeat. Fela's unique musical style, characterized by complex rhythms, polyrhythms, and politically charged lyrics. Kalakuta Republic. His commune and recording studio, a symbol of self-reliance and resistance. Political activism. Fela's outspoken criticism of corruption, colonialism, and social injustice. International influence. His music inspired artists worldwide and continues to be celebrated for its power and originality. Fela's legacy extends beyond music. He is remembered as a revolutionary figure who used his art to challenge oppression and fight for social justice. His music continues to resonate with audiences worldwide, inspiring generations to stand up for their beliefs and fight for a better world. The legendary Nigerian musician and activist faced numerous challenges throughout his life and career. These challenges were often intertwined, reflecting the complex social, political, and cultural landscape of Nigeria during his time. Here are some key challenges Fela Kuti faced. Political oppression and censorship. Government crackdowns. Fela's music and activism were seen as a direct threat to the Nigerian government, particularly during the military regimes. He was repeatedly arrested, detained, and subjected to brutal treatment. His home, the Kalakuta Republic, was raided and burned down by soldiers in 1977. Censorship. Fela's music was often censored, with lyrics deemed too politically charged or critical of the government being banned. This censorship aimed to silence his voice and prevent his message from reaching the public. Social and cultural resistance. Challenging traditional norms. Fela's music and lifestyle challenged traditional Nigerian social norms, particularly regarding sexuality and religion. His outspokenness on these issues made him a controversial figure and alienated him from some segments of society. Promoting Pan-Africanism. Fela's music and activism were deeply rooted in Pan-Africanism, advocating for unity and solidarity among African people. This stance often put him at odds with colonial and neo-colonial forces. Economic and financial challenges. Financial difficulties. Despite his popularity, Fela often faced financial difficulties due to government harassment, censorship, and the costs of maintaining his large band and community. Exploitation. Fela's music and image were often exploited by record companies and promoters, who profited from his work while he received limited compensation. Personal challenges. Health issues. Fela suffered from various health problems throughout his life, including diabetes and a stroke, which ultimately contributed to his death in 1997. Family and personal relationships. Fela's unconventional lifestyle and political activism strained his relationships with family and friends. His personal life was often intertwined with his political and artistic struggles. Legacy and impact. Despite the challenges he faced, Fela Kuti's music and activism left a lasting legacy. His music, known as Afrobeat, continues to inspire musicians and activists around the world. His fight for social justice, his critique of corruption and oppression, and his celebration of African culture continue to resonate with audiences today. Fela Kuti's challenges highlight the complexities of fighting for social change and the sacrifices often required to challenge the status quo. His story serves as a reminder of the power of music and art to inspire, provoke, and challenge, even in the face of adversity.